Charleston White back, man. How you doing?
Yeah, I think I'm getting too big for YouTube interviews.
Why you say that?
Because everybody's stuck here. Everybody's gone to streaming. YouTube is making it harder. I'm in the streaming world. I'm saying, y'all come over here. In the streaming world, I'm up, positive. When I come back down here to y'all, I'm crazy. I'm going off. I'm America's favorite uncle over here. None of y'all in the YouTubing world is over here. And I'm saying, why not bring your first followers? I use that as the motivation to say, I don't know nobody because y'all didn't help me. And when I look at y'all are really waiting for me to fall, including the Say Cheese TV platform. Y'all waiting for me to fall. That's why every time I go negative, it's rushed to be shown. Aiden Ross won't never paint me in a negative light. He won't even let it, he'll clip it out.
I won't say but, I'll say, it seems you're very passionate on the things you speak of. Everything you said, you spoke on in the past on several other media platforms.
So damn it, I'm not from the ghetto. I went to the ghetto to work when y'all kids.
But is it safe to say
I saw this from y'all kids.
Does it at least bother you that you see these kind of actions going on in our community?
When I was poor and wasn't getting no money, that's why poor people in everybody's business. But when I started getting money, I don't nothing bother me. I seen it get killed with it. It didn't bother me. I said, baby, he shouldn't have been riding around in the car with them, baby, knowing they were robbing in the same car. So baby, not my problem. I don't want to play Jesus like Dr. King. I want to do just like y'all do. Ride by a homeless mother and act like you don't see him. So I want to ride by the conditions of my kids and act like I don't see him. Because the Bible says what you do for the least of those is a homeless person too. So don't try to make me know. And y'all be in here with these butt pussy. Ain't we all fornicating and sinning, y'all? So let me keep sinning and paying my tithe like the rest of you want. And you were sinning.
So where you
want me by the mother?
Where do you want your legacy?
And I'm ready to go. I got like 6, 7 on me. Man, I'm ready to get up out of here.
Charleston.
This is some bull. This is a waste of my time.
Charleston, get up there.
This is what the old man told me. The old 2 black motherfuckers ain't got no business getting with each other. I say, why, Pops? All they gonna do is argue and squabble. They gonna argue and fight over football, basketball. Michael Jordan better than LeBron. I'm Hebrew, I'm Muslim. They ain't gonna never work together. So what the f*** talking, asking you questions for, and y'all got cameras out making money, and I ain't.
Didn't Charleston say don't take that camera out?
I'm finna go.
Y'all trying to make manly security again. People, you have your
I'm finna go. Everybody go. I'll see y'all later.
You have that camera.
And I got that mace on me. If a nigga
make Charleston.
and I got that mace on me.
Yo, it's Big Ant, the spokesman, man. We back. Another edition of Urban Politicians TV, UPTV. Make sure you stay on your pivot at all times, man. Had to come tap in on Charleston White, the fake activist and philanthropist, just looking to go viral or die trying once again. And I had a link in the description where you can watch the clips in the beginning in full from the Big Facts Network right there, where he just made an appearance and did a little showcase and display of degeneracy to try to make it get some views and make people look at it. And I guess you could say they got their point across right there, live with Carisha on the Big Facts Networks. And earlier when he was on Say Cheese, it came and said that he was bigger than YouTube, a bunch of garbage and hogwash and stuff to throw people off who minds that he knows he's playing on. But people like me who know better, so we do better, I see right through it, because the real issue is he doesn't like Oschino being able to come on to Say Cheese and call him out for his disrespect. Oschino has a platform, Charleston White does not. Oschino is really from the streets, really did it all. On top of that, he's funny as well. Charleston White doesn't like being insulted and called it out, especially on the platform that he's been on a lot. And I want to keep this all the way 100 right here. When I look at this, as you can see, they're being performative on that show. Do what y'all want to do. But I'm talking to the people who need to see the real. The people who follow my platform, who ask me about these things, and the people that try to come at me because they want to live in a lie. If you like Charleston White, you like Charleston White. You think he funny, you think he funny. But you're not about to come out here and say these disrespectful things, act like you an activist, play these type of games so you can get paid, but then throw hissy fits when things don't go your way. The culture that you came up off of is rap. hip-hop, Black American urban culture. That's why the people on these other platforms even know you. That's why they even saw you. That's the only reason they got hip to you. The only reason you got the views and the likes and the clicks is because of the disrespectful things that you were saying and doing. Now you don't want to take accountability for them, talking about it's hurting your brand deals. They don't have that on YouTube. That's a complete lie, y'all. They have a bunch of people on YouTube with all type of sponsors, brand deals, investors, and everything. Charleston White don't got no platform. Oschino does. Urban Politicians TV. I have a platform. If Charleston White was so big and so lit and just had it all figured out, he would be having his own YouTube channel, Charleston White, where he talks about all the same things, educates, give information, talks about his community work, lets us know his name and where we can support his community program or nonprofit organization, all of that, and still get 100,000 views. No, he don't have that. You want to know why? Because he needs these platforms like Say Cheese. He's on Terrence Gangster Williams right now, talking down on Say Cheese, talking down on Oschino, but fam, you not above them, you not above nobody. It is what it is. You're going to keep parading around and dancing, and he'll be back to Say Cheese. You better know it. You better understand it. It better be understood he'll be back to Say Cheese, because that's the easiest money he can make. Go over there, say some wild stuff about the latest trending topic in rap and hip-hop, and then get paid your money for it, and then you wait till the next thing come up, because that's what you do. That's who you are. You don't get to tell us how to view you and see you once you've shown us what you do and who you are for the last 5 years. You don't care about this stuff for real. This was another grill for you to make some money, keeping it all the way 100, because somebody who really stand for the people, stand for the community, stand for the culture, stand for helping others, activists work, and black people being better, you never waver or shift or get off of that line and your stance in that and do gimmicks and antics. You don't try to confuse the people. You don't try to sit up there and be an antagonist, but y'all like it. Y'all can be entertained by that, but don't act like this is the dude that we sit back by. You know, it's so crazy to hear him say, oh, they talk about rappers. Y'all talking about rappers. I don't talk to rappers, but every time you come across a rapper, you're sitting directly with them. You're taking pictures with them. You're happy like a kid in a candy store. Because rappers are Charleston White's idols, y'all. Y'all need to know that. Soon as he got a check, what did he do? Everything that rappers do. Bought jewelry, bought watches, started dressing like them, wanted to hang like him, moving in interviews like him, rolling up his weed, everything that rappers do. Soon as he could afford it, he wouldn't start doing it. That's because that's what he wanted to do all along. He always wanted to be down with the cool kids. Let's keep it all 100. You can't come up off the rap game, saying the rappers' names, being around the rappers, seeing the rappers, kicking it with the rappers, and then tell me, oh, I don't talk to rappers. F these rappers. I don't want to deal with these rappers. But every time you see one of them, even ones you done talked about, it's all smiles and Hallmark cards and handshakes and respect. But now, oh man, I don't care about these rappers. The platform that you own, Say Cheese, is not what it is without the conversation of rappers. Urban Politicians TV is not what it is without the conversation and interviews of rappers. All of these hip-hop platforms ain't here without the rappers. Understand that. We don't have this thing called hip-hop without rappers. On top of that, let's talk about this streaming talk where he wants to go over there and say the white man ice is colder. They this over here, that over there. All of them have YouTube channels, y'all. All of them have YouTube channels. Every last one of them streamers that he's talking about have a YouTube channel. It's not about going to one platform. It's about, hey, let's try to get on all of them. They know that. They understand it. Certain people, for their lifestyle, their schedule, YouTube is better. So they choose YouTube to be the main one. Other streamers has a different audience, a different type of engagement. You can say whichever one benefits you more. That's your choice. But don't try to downplay YouTube because you don't have a platform over here, or you're really just mad because Oschino is telling you the truth about yourself. You're steady out here making fun of deceased kids, deceased family members. Bro, that ain't cool at all. That ain't respectful. That ain't honorable. But that's what you got to do when you don't have a talent. He say, hey, man, they got to mention me. Who is Oschino? Who is Oschino? Why you got to mention me? If that's the case, Charleston White, why did you have to mention Kobe? Why'd you have to mention Nipsey Hussle? Why'd you have to, right when Fulio died, you ran right to Say Cheese and did an interview about it? Why'd you have to mention Fulio? Why'd you have to mention these rappers, those rappers, those rappers? Who are you? We wouldn't know who you was if you wasn't mentioning the rappers. Come on, y'all. But y'all gonna continue to let him urinate on y'all and tell y'all that it's raining. Y'all are gonna continue to let him slap y'all in y'all face and say, hey man, yeah, I apologize for my face hitting your hand. That's how crazy y'all sound when y'all try to defend this stuff in real time. And he knew what he was doing on this show. This was part of the play. Just keep it all the way, honey. You can see the smile on her face. It wasn't serious. They expected him to go off and do something. That's what they wanted. The go viral or die trying tactic and antics of Charleston White. We gonna call it all the way down the middle and right, man. I refuse to go left. I refuse to be brainwashed, and I'm gonna always stay on my pivot and keep it all the way 100. And guess what, y'all? I don't gotta talk about Charleston White at all. And I'ma still get views and do numbers because I built the platform and my supporters rock with me. They the reason I'm here. They the reason I get the views and numbers I get without talking about Charleston White. Before that last week video, I ain't talked about Charleston White in 2 months. We still did millions of views. You wanna know why? Because I've been working, I've been grinding. My supporters have saw that and they've got with me. They like what I'm providing. They like what I'm saying. They like how I'm speaking it. They like what I'm doing. But guess what? He don't have a platform to do that because of the stuff that he said out of his own mouth. He put his foot in his mouth and now he's trying to put the blame on everybody else because he can't have his way. Sounds like a little kid to me. What would y'all say? Stay on your pivot. We got more coming.